Hi everyone, I just wanted to pop on here and give you some encouragement today. I was reading not too long ago actually in the book of Habakkuk, and just something in there really encouraged me and built me up, and I'm hoping that today this will do the same for you. Habakkuk chapter 3 is a prayer from the prophet Habakkuk to God at a time when the enemy was invading Israel, was invading the land. And I'm going to break into his prayer at verse 14, where it says, "The enemy warriors stormed out to scatter us, gloating as though to devour the wretched who were in hiding. You trampled the sea with your horses, churning the great waters." And sometimes right now, with everything that is going on in our nation, it can feel as if the enemy is come and to churn up the waters. This whole pandemic that's been happening, the COVID thing has just changed the whole of our land, the whole of society, and it kind of feels as if they're just about to devour us. Well, let's read on to what Habakkuk says to the Lord. "I heard, and my heart pounded. My lips quivered at the sound. Decay crept into my bones, and my legs trembled." There's so many of us who, like Habakkuk, our hearts pound, our legs tremble, and maybe our lips even quiver at what is happening in our nation at this particular time. With the whole thing of COVID, it's brought with it so many fears and stresses and anxieties, and you might feel just exactly like that. Well, let's look again at what Habakkuk then goes on to say. Verse 16 says, "Yet I will wait patiently for the day of calamity to come on the nation invading us." Yet, despite the problems, despite the difficulties, despite everything that is happening in our nation, I will wait patiently for the Lord. Can you say you're doing that today? Can I say I'm doing that today? It's important that we do wait on the Lord. And let's go on more in his prayer. And then it says, verse 17, "Though the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive crop fails and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the pen and no cattle in the stalls." You might be going through terrible times in terms of your finances. You might be going through terrible times in terms of thinking, "Oh my goodness, what is going on in our world right now?" But let's take some encouragement from the prophet that says, even though all these things happen, even though I don't have finances, even though, I contract COVID, even though, I don't have a job, whatever it happens to be, he then goes on to say, "Yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in God, my Savior." Even though the worst happens, I will rejoice in you, God. I will bless you, God. I will trust you, God. That's what's important for each of us to say. Then he declares this, and I think this would be great for us all to declare. Verse 19 says, "The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to go on the heights." No matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening in your life, let's declare this to the Lord, that you will trust him in all that happens in our future. You can trust God. He is just an amazing God who loves you so very much. So let's declare this together. "The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to go on the heights." Be encouraged, my friends.